Hey, low light detected. Good morning. So I just woke up and I wanted to give you a little backstory on myself. Um, as a child, I always had a runny nose, and even when I yawned, my eyes would water, something terrible. And so, all through, I think starting in sixth grade, seventh grade, I had to have tissue with me constantly. And when I didn't have enough, the tissue that I had, I reused so much till it became a frayed mess. Anyway, I now look back and attribute that to allergies, and it's probably milk. Milk and bleached flour. Anyway, I see that not stopping consuming that allergen, my body, which I have a very, very good healing system, uh, adapted by storing away and packaging away those things that I was consuming that weren't good for me. And then that started my weight gain. And interesting enough, I loved bleach flour. So therein lies the relationship with the cakes and the cookies and the pies and the donuts and pancakes and bread and all of those flour products, which usually incorporate milk. Anyway, I ate those in abundance and my body continued to swirl them away. The unused, the unnecessary, the dangerous stuff, and kept it well from harming me. But over the years, of course, it took its toll in my joints. Well, actually, that was the sugar. So I won't go there. But in 2003, I studied a form of alternative medicine, which is food. And so, food as alternative medicine was very interesting subject to me because, of course, my whole life this food thing was an albatross around my neck. So I studied the food thing um, and got my certificate and never practiced. I was a licensed practitioner for nutrition consultant. And I never practiced or really told anybody I had that certification because I was still unhealthy myself. Um, while I was doing that course, I did change my eating and I changed uh, my appearance from that. But it didn't last long. While I was taking that course, I was at home. I was uninterrupted with I was kind of stress free, doing my own thing. And at the end of that, I went back to work, and I worked in an environment where nobody else was eating consciously, and actually they snacked. My office mates snacked all day freaking long on M&Ms and this and that. Oh my goodness, potato chips, and it was what I had loved and dined on for most of my life. And so I fell back into it, and not until I was moving to Ghana in 2008 did I get some solace. And I knew that that would be the impetus for me because America is so full of ooey gooey snacks. And that was my downfall. Even to go to the grocery store in my neighborhood, even if you avoid, oh, this is terrible. Even if you avoid the aisle with all of that, or the 2 or 3 aisles with all of that, you come to the checkout counter and it's narrow as hell. You can't even stand beside your basket. And on both sides of you are racks and racks and racks of Intamins and everybody fucking else for you to just take it. Okay? So, coming to Ghana, I knew I wouldn't be around that. And true enough, I got here at an astonishing weight, and I had to have 2 plane seats so that I could be comfortable. And I lost weight right away just by leaving alone those snacks. And then I met a man who was 17 years my junior with energy beyond what I had been used to. Anyway, he literally dragged me around the town every day. And I lost a whole lot more weight. And so I was good to go. But then I had a life-changing tragedy, which was my mom left this earth. And I kind of used food again for comfort. But in the meantime, my knee went out. And I just kept getting worse and worse and worse. I had a cane, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to need a walker. Oh, I need surgery. Oh, I need this, that. It's the downhill syndrome. And so sciatica took a hold of me because of inactivity, laying around, sitting around all the time. And I got to a point where I just wanted to stay in the bed. I just wanted to stay in the bed. To get up was terrible. Oh, it was excruciating. And to stay up was excruciating. So I had to make a decision. And I decided that I was going to move through the pain of being out of that bed. And so that's what I did. And I began to research and learn about sciatica. And I kicked that damn sciatica to the curb. And I began the healing of my knee through food. And that's the journey I'm on now. My knee, I no longer use the cane. I no longer have the sciatica. But I still cannot walk to the road and get a taxi. I'm dependent on the taxi coming into the yard if my car is not working. So that's the journey I'm on. And I just wanted to share some of my experiences with my friends. So that if my failures and successes are something that you can use as a catalyst to assist your journey to health, then I'll be so happy. So that's why I'm doing my Facebook group, just to share my experiences. Thank you so much for taking time to be a part of the group and to listen to me today. So I'll do water next, and I will try not to ramble on. and have more lights. Thank you.